and everybody was yelling Money Making Manhattan, and then they would yell as Queens in the building and be like, but when it's like that dropped, and on the other side of that was Sucker MCs, the next time we went to the club, they knew that Hollis Queens was in the building. And every time we stepped in someplace, they knew that Hollis Queens was in the building. And when they took that Adidas off and threw it up in the air, Madison Square Garden, they knew that Hollis Queens was in the building. And when they first rappers on the front of Rolling Stone magazine, they knew that Hollis Queens was in the building. And when they went to Australia, and when they went all over this globe, in London and France and Germany, and places no other rapper had ever hit, they knew that they was represented from Hollis Queens. While everybody else was wearing sparkly belts and crazy outfits and suits, they took the laces out of their Adidas. They put them hats on, they put the leather pants on and the leather jackets and the chains on and said, Hollis Queens is in the building. If you ain't never put your hands together for nobody else, please put your hands together for Run DMC and Jam Master Jam.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. You want me to go first? Yo, Ryan, you supposed to go first. I don't know what to say, man. First of all, we want to thank y'all for all this. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, like I was saying, it's because we are who we are because of you people.
That's right.
And this day represents something bigger than just me and Run. But I gotta do this because y'all gotta understand what hip-hop is about. Hip-hop is about us doing the best with what we have to make it better for all the people after us. This is what this day is about. And while I got this great minute, I gotta recognize my inspiration. Where's Mighty Mike C and Raheem from the Furious 5? Please come up here. Yeah, we can't go, kid. Y'all need to understand something. Y'all need to understand something. I'll bring them out because we all in this together. We all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Before there was ever a rap record even made, before a rapper went to the studio, before it was on MTV, before there was an MTV, before we was making records, touring and going on radio. How could hip-hop be dead if these guys are still alive? There was hip-hop before it was on a record and the radio. And these gentlemen right here, you gotta understand something. Hip-hop came from the Bronx in Manhattan over the bridge into a kid who was living in Hollis, Queens, New York. It wasn't the Bronx. They used to say it was the Bronx. It wasn't Harlem. They used to say Queens. That's how they used to treat it. But once I received what these guys was giving to me, this day happened because hip-hop changed a little boy. Now check this out. I didn't just become a rapper or an AMC. I became one of the greatest MCs to ever do it. Hey, listen, I did it without cursing. I did it out with profanity. I did it without disrespecting our beautiful black women. And I did it without war-crime violence. And the reason why I just brought them out is because they were living in the Bronx. They were in Harlem. They had nothing. I was living on 197th. I had a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I had a little bit. It wasn't Harlem and it wasn't the Bronx, but I could walk to the corner and all of that was there. But you gotta understand something. I went to Catholic school all my life. I was a straight A. I was a nerd. I was a little straight A Catholic going little school kid. But what they created came into my bedroom. And what I heard on their records and before the records, how many of y'all know what a cassette tape is? Y'all know what a cassette tape is, right? Like, these kids today, y'all got iPods. But what I received before the radio and before the raps was put on wax from these brothers didn't just change my life, y'all. It changed the world. people drive, how people walk and talk, what they drink and what they eat is because of hip-hop. And the reason why my name is up on 205th Street in Alice, in the community that I come from, is because of hip-hop.
That's right.
And the reason why I brought these brothers on stage is to show your little brother something. Yeah, you could do anything you want. You could be anything you want to be. You can go any place that you want to go. But when you get all that, what you gonna do with it? Because we was given hip-hop, y'all. The guys before us, see, y'all get it twisted. The guys before us were drug dealers and gangbangs. They came from all the street gangs we used to have. But when we created hip-hop, it created a way out for all of us. And I just want to say this. You could be Rev Run, you could be DMC, you could be Jam Master Jay, you could be Kango Kid, you could be the Mighty Mike C. Check this out. For your young ones, when y'all go home, that YouTube stuff y'all do, look, I gotta school them. Y'all gotta go home and do some homework. I'm teaching right now. You gotta go home, look up UTFO. All you parents, write it down. Y'all gotta look up the Village 4 MCs. And y'all gotta look up Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Because, and the Pro Crush. The Pro Crush 4 MCs. Don't forget that. Thank you. But I just want to say this, y'all. Regardless of you got all this talent up on the stage, and we got our names on that sign, I just want the younger generation to know. Hip-hop didn't just create rappers. It created doctors, and lawyers, and designers, and journalists, and educators. The other day I was walking in the city, right? And it was 4 white guys, Italian white guys on the corner, looking just like the Sopranos. So the dude was like, DMC, come in. I looked, and I was like, oh shoot, what do these guys want with me? Come in. I'm like, I ain't going over there. They're going to try to extort me or something. Take my rap royalties and stuff. I was scared. But I walked over there, right? Yeah, the little dude looking like little Steven all up on me. And then Tony Soprano walks over to me, right? He said, let me tell you something. I'm looking what? He says, I am on Wall Street. I am a financial wizard. One of the richest people on Wall Street. And it's all because of hip-hop. I looked at him and said, really? He said, man, if it wasn't for Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, and Kool G Rap and Polo, I wouldn't be who I am today. And he gave me a high five and I walked away. And I said, man, if that ain't no inspiration, I don't know what inspiration is. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be who I am, because this is the place that I come from, and till the day that I never die, I'm going to be shouting out and representing Hollis, Queens for eternity.